Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 8. Anthony DiLeo Jr., a talented actor known for his work in horror cinema, was born in the United States and became a respected figure in the genre through his collaborations with legendary filmmaker George A. Romero. His memorable performances and behind-the-scenes contributions left a lasting impact on the world of horror, ensuring his place in cinematic history. DiLeo's most notable role came in 1985 when he portrayed Private Miguel Salazar in Day of the Dead, one of the most celebrated zombie films of all time. His intense and emotional performance as the troubled soldier added depth to the film's narrative, earning him recognition among horror enthusiasts. His work in Day of the Dead remains one of the most compelling portrayals in Romero's universe, showcasing his ability to bring raw emotion and authenticity to the screen. Beyond his performance in Day of the Dead, DiLeo was a frequent collaborator with Romero, appearing in Knight Riders, Monkey Shines, and Two Evil Eyes. His involvement in the horror community extended beyond acting. He also played a zombie and worked as a production assistant in Tom Savini's 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead, a film that Romero produced. His passion for storytelling and his dedication to his craft made him a beloved member of the horror film industry. However, DiLeo's talents were not limited to acting. He was also an accomplished pianist with a beautiful singing voice, a side of him that many of his colleagues cherished. Those who knew him personally remember his warmth, humor, and love for nature and animals. His kindness and ability to make those around him laugh made him more than just a talented actor. He was a cherished friend and a compassionate soul. Tragically, Anthony DiLeo Jr. passed away due to complications. His passing was met with deep sorrow from friends, family, and fans, with many expressing their grief and admiration for his contributions to film and the joy he brought to those who knew him. His Day of the Dead co-star Laurie Cardille remembered him as a dear friend who brought laughter and warmth to the set, highlighting his generous spirit and love for life. Though he is no longer with us, his work continues to inspire horror fans worldwide, and his presence will always be felt in the films he helped bring to life. His legacy in the world of cinema and beyond will not be forgotten. Tributes to Anthony DiLeo Jr. Number 7. Tom Robbins, an American novelist known for his imaginative storytelling and unique comedic voice, was born on July 22, 1932, in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Over the course of his career, he became one of the most distinctive and celebrated writers of modern American literature, crafting novels that blended humor, philosophy, and unconventional narratives. His work continues to inspire writers and readers alike, offering a fresh perspective on life, love, and the absurdities of the human experience. Raised in a family with deep religious roots, both of his grandfathers were Baptist preachers, Robbins later developed a literary style that was both irreverent and deeply insightful. After attending Washington and Lee University, he enlisted in the U.S. Air Force and served as a meteorologist during the Korean War. Following his service, he pursued journalism, writing for newspapers and hosting a radio show, all of which shaped his sharp wit and distinct voice. His literary career took off with the publication of Another Roadside Attraction in 1971, a novel that set the tone for his signature blend of satire, mysticism, and vibrant characters. He followed with Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, 1976, which was later adapted into a film by Gus Van Sant. His other major works, including Still Life with Woodpecker, 1980, Jitterbug Perfume, 1984, and Half Asleep in Frog Pajamas, 1994, cemented his reputation as a master of comedic drama and philosophical storytelling. Robbins' ability to challenge traditional literary norms while maintaining an engaging, playful style made him a favorite among readers and critics alike. Beyond his writing, Robbins was a cultural figure who embraced artistic exploration. He was known for his friendships with influential thinkers and artists, including Terence McKenna, Timothy Leary, and Gus Van Sant. His adventurous spirit led him to explore mythology in Greece, study with Joseph Campbell, and travel to places as far as Timbuktu. Throughout his life, he advocated for creative freedom, environmental awareness, and progressive social change. Robbins received numerous accolades, including a Writer's Digest recognition as one of the 100 best writers of the 20th century and the Willamette Writers Lifetime Achievement Award. His influence extended beyond literature, with his work inspiring filmmakers, musicians, and fellow authors. Tom Robbins passed away at the age of 92 in La Conner, Washington, where he had lived and written for decades. Though he is gone, his words remain, continuing to challenge and delight readers with their wit and wisdom. His legacy as a literary icon, a fearless storyteller, and a champion of creative expression endures. Tributes to Tom Robbins. Number 6. Tim Tooten, an esteemed journalist and dedicated pastor, was a trusted voice in Baltimore for more than 3 decades. Born and raised with a passion for storytelling and community service, he became a household name through his award-winning reporting on education for WBAL-TV. His commitment to accurate and impactful journalism made him one of the most respected figures in local news. Tooten's career in journalism was defined by his unwavering dedication to keeping Marylanders informed, especially in the realm of education. Whether covering school policies, student achievements, or critical developments affecting families, his reports were marked by thorough research and genuine care for the community. During winter months, parents and students often relied on his early morning updates on school closings and delays, a testament to his reliability and connection with his audience. His excellence in journalism was recognized with numerous awards, reflecting both his skill and deep commitment to public service. Beyond the newsroom, Tooten had an equally profound impact as a man of faith. He founded Harvest Christian Ministries, a non-denominational church in Baltimore, where he served as pastor. His ministry reflected the same integrity, compassion, and commitment that characterized his journalism career. Through his preaching and outreach, he provided guidance and support to many, reinforcing his role as a leader both in media and in faith-based service. Even after his retirement from WBAL-TV in 2023, Tooten continued to share his knowledge and passion by mentoring aspiring journalists. As an educator at Loyola University, he helped shape the next generation of broadcasters, instilling in them the values of ethical reporting and community engagement. His passing under tragic circumstances was met with an outpouring of tributes from colleagues, viewers, students, and church members. Many remembered him not just as a journalist, but as a mentor, a friend, and a spiritual guide. He leaves behind his beloved wife, Charlene, 3 children and grandchildren, who carry forward his legacy of kindness, faith, and dedication. Tim Tooten's contributions to journalism and ministry continue to resonate in Baltimore and beyond. His voice may be silent, but the impact of his work endures, inspiring both those who knew him personally and those who admired him from afar. Tributes to Tim Tooten. Number 5. Ron Brandsteder, a beloved Dutch television and radio presenter, was born on May 19, 1950, in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Over the course of several decades, he became one of the most recognizable faces on Dutch television, known for his warmth, humor, and ability to connect with audiences. His contributions to entertainment, particularly through television game shows and radio programs, left an enduring mark on Dutch media. Ron began his career as a radio DJ with Tros on Hilversum 3 before transitioning to television, where he quickly gained popularity. In 1978, he became the host of Showbiz Quiz, a game show that became a household favorite in the Netherlands. His charismatic style and natural ability to entertain cemented his place as one of the country's leading television personalities. He later went on to host Ron's Honeymoon Quiz, Laat ze maar lachen, and Wie ben ik, all of which became highly successful and widely beloved by viewers. Beyond television, Ron had a passion for radio. In his later years, he hosted various radio programs, most notably Ron Wacht op de Nacht, which brought his familiar voice to a new generation of listeners. His presence on NPO Radio 5 was a comforting and familiar fixture for many. Despite his public success, Ron remained a private individual when it came to his personal life. He was briefly married to television personality Patty Brard before finding lasting happiness with Yvonne Baggin, whom he married in 1983. Together they had 2 sons, Rick and Robert, and family remained an essential part of his life. In late 2023, Ron stepped away from broadcasting, citing personal reasons. His absence was deeply felt by fans and colleagues alike. Tragically, on the morning of February 10th, news broke that he had passed away at the age of 74. His sudden departure left the Dutch entertainment industry in mourning. Colleagues and admirers paid heartfelt tributes to him, remembering his remarkable career and the joy he brought to so many. Television networks, radio stations, and fellow entertainers honored his legacy, acknowledging his immense contributions to Dutch entertainment. His longtime friend and collaborator André van Duijn reflected on their special bond, calling Ron one of the greatest talents in Dutch television history. Ron Brandsteder's legacy lives on in the programs he hosted, the laughter he shared, and the countless lives he touched. He will be remembered not only as an exceptional entertainer but also as a warm and kind-hearted person who brought people together through joy and laughter. Tributes to Ron Brandsteder. Number 4. Maria Tipo, a distinguished Italian pianist and educator, was born on December 23, 1931, in Naples, Italy. She was a remarkable artist whose precision, expressiveness, and deep musical understanding made her one of the most respected pianists of her time. Her contributions to the world of classical music, both as a performer and teacher, have left an enduring legacy. Tipo's musical journey began at an early age. Guided by her mother, Ercilia Cavallo, who had been a pupil of the legendary Ferruccio Busoni. She later studied under renowned musicians Alfredo Casella and Guido Agosti, developing a style marked by both technical brilliance and emotional depth. At just 17 years old, she won the prestigious Geneva International Piano Competition, launching a career that would take her across the world. Her first major breakthrough came in North America in the late 1950s, where she performed more than 300 concerts. Her electrifying interpretations earned her the nickname Neapolitan Horowitz, a testament to her virtuosic command of the instrument. In 1955, she recorded an LP of 12 Scarlatti sonatas in just 4 hours, a feat that astonished critics and earned high praise from Newsweek, which called it the most spectacular record of the year. Throughout her career, Maria Tipo was celebrated for her interpretations of Bach, Scarlatti, and Clementi. Her recordings of Goldberg Variations and Scarlatti's sonatas received the Diapason d'Or, a prestigious French classical music award. Her performances combined clarity, agility, and a profound understanding of phrasing, earning the admiration of both audiences and fellow musicians. The legendary pianist Martha Argerich once described her as sensational. Despite her international acclaim, Tipo remained dedicated to nurturing the next generation of pianists. She held teaching positions at the conservatories of Geneva, Bolzano, and Florence, and mentored countless musicians through master classes at the Gubbio Festival and the Scuola di Musica di Fiesole. Among her students were accomplished pianists such as Nelson Gerner, Andrea Lucchesini, and Pietro de Maria, each of whom carried forward her dedication to musical excellence. Maria Tipo passed away at the age of 93. Her passing marked the end of an era, but her influence lives on through her recordings and the many musicians she inspired. She will be remembered as a pianist of extraordinary skill, a passionate educator, and a champion of artistic beauty. Tributes to Maria Tipo. Number 3. John Tudor, an English footballer known for his sharp attacking play and unwavering dedication to the game, was born on June 25, 1946, in Ilkeston, England. Over the course of his career, he became a beloved figure in English football, playing for several top clubs and leaving a lasting impact through his skill, determination, and goal-scoring prowess. Tudor began his footballing journey with his local club Ilkeston Town before signing professionally with Coventry City. His early performances demonstrated his potential, and in the 1966-67 season, he played a key role in helping Coventry City secure the second division title, scoring 8 goals in 17 matches. Although his time in the first division with Coventry was less prolific, his next move to Sheffield United reignited his form. Tudor flourished at Bramall Lane, scoring 33 goals in 78 appearances, and playing a crucial role in Sheffield United's push for promotion in the 1970-71 season. His most celebrated period came when he signed for Newcastle United in January 1971. At St James's Park, Tudor formed a formidable strike partnership with Malcolm MacDonald, one of the most lethal attacking duos in the club's history. His ability to both score and assist made him a fan favorite. His standout season came in 1972-73, when he netted 24 goals and helped Newcastle win the Anglo-Italian Cup. He also played a vital role in securing 2 Texaco Cups during the mid-1970s. Tudor continued to perform at a high level, scoring 14 goals in 1973-74 and 18 in 1974-75. However, when Gordon Lee took over as manager, Tudor's role diminished, leading to his departure from Newcastle. Following his playing career, Tudor transitioned into a new chapter, becoming a publican in Derbyshire and Northumberland. Eventually, he relocated to the United States, where he devoted himself to coaching young players as the director of coaching at Tonka United in Minnesota. His passion for football never wavered, and he dedicated his later years to mentoring the next generation of athletes. John Tudor passed away under tragic circumstances at the age of 78. His contributions to football, both on and off the pitch, continue to inspire players and fans alike. His time at Newcastle, Sheffield United, and Coventry is remembered fondly, and his legacy as a skilled forward and mentor lives on. Tributes to John Tudor. Number 2. John Montagu, 11th Earl of Sandwich, was a distinguished British peer, humanitarian, and advocate for global development. Born in 1943, he dedicated his life to public service, philanthropy, and the preservation of his family's historic estate. His work in international aid, human rights, and poverty alleviation left a profound impact, making him a respected figure both in Britain and beyond. Montagu began his career in publishing during the 1960s before turning to international development, a field that would define much of his life's work. In 1980, he joined Christian Aid, an organization committed to tackling poverty and humanitarian crises. Rising through the ranks, he later became the charity's director, overseeing initiatives that provided essential support to vulnerable communities worldwide. His dedication to humanitarian causes extended into his political career when he joined the House of Lords in 1995. As a hereditary peer, he was elected to remain in the Lords in 1999 and spent nearly 3 decades advocating for poverty relief, refugee rights, and sustainable development. A passionate advocate for global stability, Montagu was an active member of the Sudan and South Sudan All-Party Parliamentary Group, where he worked on initiatives to address conflict and humanitarian challenges in the region. He also co-founded the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Prescribed Drug Dependence, demonstrating his commitment to public health and mental well-being. His leadership and advocacy were instrumental in shaping policies that prioritized human rights and long-term solutions for marginalized populations. Beyond his humanitarian efforts, Montagu played a significant role in managing and preserving his ancestral estate, Mapperton in Dorset. Taking over stewardship of the estate in the mid-1980s alongside his wife, Caroline Heyman, he worked tirelessly to restore its historic properties, woodlands, and gardens. He was deeply knowledgeable about his family's heritage and enjoyed sharing the estate's history with visitors, offering guided tours that brought centuries of tradition to life. Montagu also played a role in a successful sandwich venture in the United States, continuing the legacy of his ancestor, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, who is credited with popularizing the modern sandwich. His ability to balance his aristocratic heritage with meaningful hands-on contributions to society was a testament to his character. He passed away peacefully in his sleep at the age of 81. His legacy lives on through his lifelong commitment to humanitarian causes, his contributions to British society, and his devotion to preserving history. He is survived by his 3 children and 10 grandchildren, with his son Luke Montagu succeeding him as the 12th Earl of Sandwich. Tributes to John Montagu. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Tennis legend Serena Williams made a surprise appearance during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance, showing off her Crip Walk, a dance move rooted in Los Angeles culture. The moment was a nod to Williams and Lamar's shared hometown, celebrating their LA roots. However, the dance move sparked memories of past controversy. In 2012, Williams faced criticism for doing the same dance at Wimbledon after winning Olympic gold. Some argued that the move was inappropriate, but Williams later defended herself, saying, "It was just a dance." Following the Super Bowl performance, Williams addressed the moment in a lighthearted video on X, formerly Twitter. Laughing, she said, "Man, I did not Crip walk like that at Wimbledon. Oh, I would have been fined." She added, "It was all love." Fans also noticed another layer of drama. Williams was once linked to rapper Drake, Lamar's longtime rival, and the focus of his recent diss track Not Like Us, which he performed during the halftime show. The song includes a line that references Williams, cautioning Drake not to speak on Serena. Now happily married to Reddit founder Alexis Ohanian, Williams has moved past the controversy, but her Super Bowl cameo remains one of the most talked about moments of the night. News 2. Rock legend Ozzy Osbourne has provided a candid health update ahead of his final Black Sabbath performance, set for July 5, 2025, in Birmingham, UK. Speaking on Sirius XM's Ozzy's Boneyard, the 76-year-old musician reflected on his struggles with Parkinson's disease, multiple spinal surgeries, and the long road to recovery following a 2019 fall that caused severe damage to his back. "For all my complaining, I'm still alive," Ozzy shared. "I may struggle to walk, but I look around and see people who didn't make it this far. I'm trying to get back on my feet." Host Billy Morrison noted that Ozzy has made significant improvements, to which he replied, "Recovery is slow. That surgeon really did a number on me, plus the Parkinson's. But I'm not dead. I'm still doing things." The upcoming Black Sabbath reunion will mark the first time in 20 years that Ozzy, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward performed together. The benefit concert will support Cure Parkinson's, Birmingham Children's Hospital, and Acorn Children's Hospice. Ozzy's wife Sharon Osbourne confirmed that while the disease has affected his mobility, his voice remains strong. Fans worldwide are eager to see the Prince of Darkness return to the stage for one final historic performance. News 3. Denzel Washington has revealed a surprising health update, sharing that a recent injury has impacted his speech. In an interview with the New York Times, the two-time Academy Award winner explained that he bit his tongue nearly in half a few months ago, causing swelling and speech difficulties. The injury, he admitted, has forced him to slow down, but hasn't dampened his spirit. Washington is currently preparing for Broadway's Othello, where he will play the title role opposite Jake Gyllenhaal as Iago. Despite the injury, he remains committed to the performance, saying, "It's hard because my tongue is swollen. It has affected everything." However, he remains optimistic, encouraging others to jump in the water and enjoy yourself instead of worrying about drowning. Beyond acting, Washington is deepening his faith journey. He recently decided to get baptized and is taking courses to earn a minister's license. Reflecting on a past prophecy, he shared, "I was told I would travel the world and speak to millions. Now I'm doing that more and more." With his resilience and dedication, Washington continues to inspire both on and off the stage, proving that no obstacle can slow him down for long. Number 1. Oleg Strizhenov, a legendary Soviet and Russian actor, was born on August 10, 1929, in Blagoveshchensk, Soviet Union. Over the course of his illustrious career, he became one of the most revered figures in Russian cinema and theater, earning the title of People's Artist of the USSR in 1988. His remarkable performances spanning decades left an indelible mark on Russian cultural history, inspiring generations of actors and film lovers. Strizhenov's journey in the performing arts began when his family moved to Moscow in 1935. He pursued his passion by enrolling in the prestigious Boris Shchukin Theater Institute, where he honed his craft and graduated in 1953. That same year, he began his professional career at the Russian Theater of Drama in Tallinn, Estonia, before moving to the Pushkin Theater in Leningrad in 1954. His talent and captivating stage presence quickly propelled him into film, where he achieved widespread acclaim. During the 1950s and 1960s, Strizhenov became one of Soviet cinema's most recognizable faces. He starred in several iconic films, including The 41st, 1956, a deeply emotional wartime drama that established him as a leading actor. His performances in The Gadfly, 1955, and The Captain's Daughter, 1958, further solidified his reputation as an actor of great depth and versatility. Whether portraying heroic revolutionaries, romantic leads, or complex historical figures, Strizhenov brought a rare intensity and authenticity to his roles. His dedication to the craft extended beyond film, as he continued to grace the theater stage. From 1957, he was part of the Screen Actors Theater and Studio in Moscow, and between 1966 and 1976, he performed at the Moscow Artists and Actors Theater. His work was defined by a commitment to storytelling, with each role reflecting his deep understanding of human emotions and character psychology. Beyond his professional achievements, Strizhenov was a devoted family man. His older brother Gleb Strizhenov was also a celebrated actor, and his son Alexander Strizhenov followed in his footsteps, making his mark as an actor, writer, producer, and director. Strizhenov was married 3 times and experienced personal tragedy when his daughter, Natalia, passed away in 2003. Oleg Strizhenov passed away at the age of 95 in a Moscow hospital. His passing marked the end of an era, but his legacy continues to live on through the films, performances, and artistic contributions he left behind. He will always be remembered as one of Russia's greatest actors, a man whose work transcended generations and whose passion for the arts enriched the world. Tributes to Oleg Strizhenov. Bruce French, renowned for his role as Father Lonigan on the NBC daytime drama Passions, was a multifaceted actor whose career spanned over 3 decades.